Did I time that out? Hey, we are back for since what it seems like an eternity, when in reality it's been about 6 months or so. How's everyone doing? Holy crap, I am so rusty at this. It has been forever. Pull the stream studio back up so I can see what the hell everyone's saying. How we doing? Holy crap. Oh, man. It's good to be back, everyone. And thank you for clicking on that video. I see we already got a lot of... My memory sucks, but I remember a lot of the names filtering in. How we doing, everyone? So, NASCAR. I've been out of the loop very much in the last season or so. As has been tradition the last couple of years, I get all hyped up for the Daytona 500, and then the work season takes over, and I just get incredibly busy. And this year has been no different. But I was, admittedly, I want a full disclaimer. I actually did not catch this wreck live, but I was doing a flow racing gig on Sunday. Got done, wrapped up, and we were heading out of the track, just scrolling through the socials. I'm like, huh, that's interesting. Did we have a flip at Kansas? And evidently we did. We had the wall ride a la Casey Kane, a la, who else had that infamous wall ride way back in the day? Similar to the Casey Kane one, but didn't go over. Anywho, for the first time this season, have we had a flip this season? Oh my god, my memory is foggy. I should have done my research. For the first time in a little bit, I'll say that. We've had a flip, and that kind of awakened my senses. I was like, you know what? It's been a little bit. It's been a while. It's been too long since I've done one of these things. I'm pretty much settled into my new place, as you can see. The race season's starting to die down a little bit. Once we get to the end of October, into November and December, my schedule is going to be pretty much wide open, so I figured, why not get back into the habit of doing these fun little things, especially since we have a fresh flip on the memory. Add to the flip count for the NASCAR history meter. So, Zane Smith got shoved into the wall by the 42. Who's the 42? Once again, I should have done my research. Let's go to the opponent manager. John Hunter Nemechek. So it looks like on a restart, Zane Smith on the outside line got squeezed into the wall and just got the right side tires just to perfectly climb the wall. Went up on his side, grinded for a long-ass time, like a very long time. That's got to be some sort of record for just amount of time in a NASCAR stock car, just grinding along the side of the car. Corey LaJoie had that similar wreck last year at Talladega at the end of the race, where he slid to the finish line and then did a similar flip as he took the checkered. So, as you can see, I painstakingly went through and found pretty much all the paint schemes. Shouldn't say I found them. Credit to the NR2003 Weebly page, whoever runs that. It's that little chart on their paint schemes tab that is actually where I went through. So I need to amend my statement before I take any sort of credit of finding all these. I just clicked on links that someone else put together. So shout out to the Weebly page. Goated, as usual. Got pretty much all the cars there. We're missing a couple schemes. There was a couple drivers, according to the Racing Reference, that were already out of the race by the time that wreck happened and Zane Smith was taken out of contention. And I was unable to find Daniel Suarez's car. So those are the only exceptions. Otherwise, we got a full field of what should be the race-accurate paint schemes. So, without further ado, why don't we go ahead and do this thing? And by this thing, I mean try to recreate this damn crash. So we got the Kansas 20 Trek. It was the most up-to-date one I could find. Unless there's a newer one out there that I'm not aware of, but if there is, I'm not worried about it right now. We will just go ahead and plow ahead with the task at hand and load this session up. And why don't we get on started? Whew. So yeah, it has been too long of a... I think it's been about 6 months since my last stream, maybe a hair over, or 7 months. So I moved here at the end of March. Oh, hold on. I already see something I gotta change. The longest time, one of the reasons, as much as I don't want to make excuses, one of the reasons why it took me so long, why is this at medium? Let's go ahead and change that. We're not doing a full race sim, so we can turn this up. I have that all turned down when I did those full racing sims because I was always worried about the game crashing like 300 laps in. All right, so controls. Yeah, just for the longest time, I could not get my Thrustmaster, I think it's the T300 shifter, to register like with NR. And I tried different USB ports. I tried different like cables. I tried different this. I tried different that, and I could not get it to like have the game to recognize it. But finally, it did. Oh, I guess these are all still the same. Direct selection. All right, let's see if that works. You see, on this one install, it doesn't want to work. That's why I have it at the automatic shifting. Let's see if it just even registers. Oh, hold on. Why is that not going then? See, it's registering. Oh, I'm stupid. I did direct selection, not H pattern. Should be doing H pattern, right? There we go. Yeah, I'm stupid. I said I'm rusty at this. All right, let me switch tabs for a second, which is gonna cause the game to pause. You guys know how NR is.
Get ready now. Going green.
Yeah. I wanted to check the audio levels and see if I need to make any adjustments. Check, check, check. All right, so it looks like even the game at max revs is a good 20 decibels below my voice, so we'll keep it where it's at for now. Let me know if it needs any tweaking. All right, so we will go on the outside, or try to. Start there. Or I might just do a lap or two to get up to speed. Get a feel for the car. And the game audio might need to go down a little bit. Oh, I'm tight. Might need either just start mid-pack or turn the opponent strength down just a bit. So one thing I was already concerned about before I even got started, I'm basically just going to need to... There's no way I can get one of the AI cards to squeeze me into the wall on command. And that being said, I might just need to put myself in the wall and kind of just crank the wheel up. Oh, shoot. Alright, that's... Yeah, we were already way far behind the pack. We were going to need to start just mid-pack. Take the black flag and just... Can someone tell me that actually watched the race? Was this indeed the, like, very first lap on a restart that this happened? Because if so, that'll make this reenactment a whole lot easier. All right, back to the chat. Here we go. What mod is the NBC Sports bar? Oh god. I wish I remembered. This is where I'm gonna feel bad. I genuinely have not played this game in so long. I just half the info, like, that would be very helpful to pass along to you guys. I literally don't even remember, but I'm sure hopefully someone out there does that could help each other out in the chat. Man, really good seeing everyone filtering in. Warms my heart. Alright, so starting mid-pack, this is what I matters. Kind of just take the black flag, ignore it since we're going to be crashing anyway. Oh, it's actually kind of convenient. We have the 42 right here on the outside, so let's try to stay alongside him if we can. So I did apply the N ratings statistics. Shifted. I just did the full season combined stats for all the races combined because there was no results for Kansas out yet. Alright, let's see if I can get a run to the outside of the 42 here. Oh. Alright, let's try to... Oh. No. Oh. Well, we're going way too fucking slow, but you know what? For a second attempt, I'll take it. Full disclosure, by the way, before we get too far into it, before you guys think that was some sort of miracle, I have made a couple settings tweaks in the track INI file. I turned the chassis grip up, the wall grip, Armco grip, safer barrier grip, all up to around 4. Haven't really tweaked the track grip itself. But, that said, I was, just in the tests / my attempts to get, like, a decent thumbnail, which, obviously, I was able to get something similar to, like, this, just kind of faking it to get the thumbnail. But, it was really hard to climb the wall than I remember. I thought I remember if you turn the wheel grip up and the chassis grip up, whatever, and the wall grip up, that you can kind of just climb the wall. But I was kind of struggling to do so in the testing. So, if any NR2003 nerds out there that are a bit more expertised with the INI than I am, I would absolutely love any and all assistance you might be able to offer in the chat. The chat. I'm assuming this was Zane Smith's first Cup Series flip. Yeah, obviously. Alright, so once again, we'll start mid-pack, up along the 42 if we can. It's pretty good luck that we have him starting on the outside. The Kid Ugly. I actually... Yeah, before I get too ahead of myself, I was going to say that if we get too far into this video and we're not having too much success, at some point, I might switch strategy and swap to being the 42 car and being the car that pushes 38 into the wall instead. Oh, that was close. Alright, so it's not ideal. Let's try another lap. Actually, hold on. Yeah, let's do another lap. Oh, that's the one. Get back here, 42. Where are you going? Well, the 42 is a Toyota, so we kind of, if we want to be accurate, we need to be squeezed into the wall by a Toyota. Because for those familiar, I am able to swap the paint schemes after the fact. All right, let's try it. So still nothing. I'm gonna like pop right at the end. Oh, not even this time. All right, track I nerds. What settings can I tweak where I can more easily climb the wall / safer barrier? I remember back when I used to mess around a lot. Like, obviously, you can just grip the track up and always try it that way, but I'm trying to avoid, like, gripping the track itself up, if that makes sense. Like, the wall grip, wheel grip, chassis grip, whatever I gotta do.
Start your engines.
But, I could always increase the wall and chassis grip up to a stupid number. I could be wrong, TNT, but, yeah, I've already touched the chassis grip. That's already at 4, along with the wall and everything else I've tweaked. If I remember correctly, it used to be like the magic combination of chassis and wall grip, cranking that up where you could just kind of just climb the wall. Similar to how Zane Smith did, but, maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe it varies track to track. Increase the wall grip up. Yeah. After a few more attempts, I'm certainly going to start making some tweaks, and yeah, that can certainly be one of my options. Just turn it up to a crazy, stupid number. Oh, I'm going to restart that. How much is this game? On eBay, it is a lot. Oh. That's gonna hurt. No, keep it off. Oh, never mind. Well, that proves right there that I haven't really tweaked the track grip itself. On eBay, it's a stupid price. You can find it online for free. I'm not gonna suggest doing that. But I'm also gonna not tell you not to, considering they don't make it anymore, so it's impossible to buy it the proper way. Oh, am I gonna get T-boned by Noah? Oh, shoot. Hold on. Sorry, I'm just screwing around at this point. Let's go back and take a look at my failure one more time. One more time. Just gonna celebrate. I was listening to that song today. Shout out Daft Punk. Very underrated artist.
Drivers, start your engine.
What do you want? Oh yeah, by the way, guys, one quick life update. Come here. All right. You gotta be a goddamn attention fiend, then come here. Oh my god. New kitty. Needy kitty. Kitty will not leave me alone, kitty.
Get ready now. Going green.
Alright, where are you at?
On the inside line.
John Hunter. Oh. Full disclosure, I have already tweaked the chassis. And I did notice in testing that if I touch tires just right... Oh! Speak of the devil. AI will go launch you. For some reason, I was thinking that would help me climb the wall, too. It seems to more have that effect than anything else. She will not bite Slap's thumbnail. Rest in peace, Ellie. She would not hurt a fly. She is a wuss. I'll play NASCAR 25 when it comes out. If it's good. All signs, or not all, but a lot of signs seem to point in the direction that it's going to be a decent game, so we'll see. We'll see. I do want to play the World of Outlaws game. I've been wanting to play that, especially now that it's on Steam. And it's on the summer sale. Come on. So I did notice in the replay, that was obviously a failure. That's not even worth a replay. Next. There we go. Needed to get that out of my
Drivers,
system.
start your
So I noticed in the
engine.
replay, he kind of got squeezed and turned onto his side around the midway point of all those billboards in turns 3 and 4. So that's kind of a good visual target of like where we need to start the wreck. And then, by the way, I haven't seen anyone in the chat yelling me to turn the game audio up or down, so I'm assuming audio levels are decent. Good, yes, hopefully. And then, yeah, he slid for a while on his side, past the end of the billboards. And it looked like right before this, like, started this Cup Series banner, or a little bit, yeah, even a little bit more before that. That's when he started to slide down and do the couple of barrel rolls. What was my NASCAR? Favorite NASCAR 2011 paint scheme. Oh my goodness. Alright, well that's a botched attempt. Alright, I want to try touching someone else's tires. Get to action. Alright, Ross. Here we go. Oh! Oh, we got a pile up. I don't think he flipped. I think he rode on his side. That was actually really fun. 2011 schemes. That's a good one. I don't know. It's the Carl Edwards Affleck one was pretty sick. I don't know. I'd have to look at all of them. I don't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday, let alone what all the paint schemes exactly look like from 14 years ago. Shout out to John Hunter Nemechek taking a ride. All right, a couple more tries, and then we'll take a look. We'll take a peek at the track INI file and see if we can't make any adjustments. By the way, what's up, T-Bone, Trop, Marker? A lot of the usual suspects. How we doing? Good to see all the familiar faces come back. Try not to sound too cliche or cheesy, but it truly does warm my heart. I can just take an absence for a long-ass time, get busy with life, just be focused on lots of personal stuff going on behind the scenes, then just one day feel like, you know what? Let me hit that live button again and see if anyone still remembers me, let alone clicks on that video.
Get ready now. Going green.
See just 60-something people just popping right up. Truly warms my heart. So thank you very much, everyone, for making my evening. Alright. Better start that time. So whether it's Bubba or John Hunter, as long as it's a Toyota, for those of you in the know, as long as it's one of those two cars, we can swap the TGA file in the replay after the fact. Got a nice good 3 wide right here. No reason we can't do it on this first lap. Climb. Oh, a couple other cars got put in the wall. I tried downshifting, seeing if that would have any effect. That's what that money shift was.
You're smoking out there.
All right, well, we'll take a look. We will take a look at the track INI file and see if there's any adjustments we can't make. So Busher put Ty Gibbs in the wall based, first of all. And second of all, clearly another failed attempt on our part. He didn't even flip at a slow speed that time. Based AI Chris Busher. Alright, so everybody's have to retire and close out of the game, but or not close out of the game, but just close out of the session. And then let me do this. I could probably set some hotkeys for this and be a bit more professional, but I'm a boomer and don't do it like that. So I'm just going to click on a button on OBS. There we go. All right, so here we go. Here's the, oh, let me move my face cam so you can see what I'm talking about here. Yeah, here's the chassis grip, wall grip, all this good stuff that I'm talking about. Is there a track wheel grip? I don't even know, but I'm going to try. Track wheel grip. Sometimes you can just like make up stuff in the INI and it'll actually like work. Speaking of making up stuff, I'm just cranking the number like you guys suggested. All right, the chassis grip is so high, I think if we touch tires with another AI car, we're going to send them into orbit. So let's go back here. Let's see what effect, if any, that has. Okay, Cat, you need to not be under my feet while I'm using my pedals, please and thank you. See what I mean about the neediness? Just always needs to be right next to you. Where's your mouse toy? She's like a little red mouse toy that she's obsessed with. That she always plays with, and she does the cutest thing. I'll hear her like squawking, meowing really loud, like off in another room. And I know what she's about to do because she does the same meow every time. It's just a really quick, loud, and kind of muffled, like meow, 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 meow. And a few seconds later, she'll come running into whatever room I'm at with a toy in her mouth, doing that meow, and then drop it at my feet. Be like, here you go, owner. Look what I brought for you. Look at this gift I'm giving you. It's the cutest thing. And this one red mouse toy she'd always do it with. She lost. Now I can't find it. I spent like an hour looking for it today. What's up, Caleb? Oh. Just that sound alone when I raised the wall. I think if I don't touch any tires the wrong way and send anyone in orbit before we get to the wreck point, I think we might be onto something here. The increased wall grip. All right, here we go. Right alongside the 42. I do not care if they don't wreck like afterwards. I'm just concerned about the flight. Oh, shoot! Oh, oh my!
The yellow flag is out. Pit road is closed.
Oh my god, that escalated so quickly. Oh, alright, that definitely needs at least a few replays. Alright, so I think the wall grip definitely had some sort of effect. Now, if I didn't extremely just head on myself... Oh my god. Alright, so that's what would have happened if he punched through the safer barrier and it snagged the front end of the car. Right there at the Kansas Speedway, right where it says way. Like right at the .com, like right where the dot is, where it grabs. Or like the W, it looks like. W. Alright, let's, against all odds, let's go on board. Yeah, that was just user error right there. I got loose and then hit the 42 and came back up the track. I ain't saving that. That's a hilarious wreck, but I mean, that ain't ever going in a realistic crash comp. I ain't using that for the reenactment. I mean, what if anything? You know what? Sure. If the people ask me to save it, who am I to say no? If anything, it could be a future thumbnail for part 2 if it unfortunately gets to that point. You know what? I see someone we need to go on board with that that last car in line right there before we move on here. Zane Smith OMG flip. No, not clip, flip. Technically as a clip. Let's go on board, yes. JJ Yaley, who's still racing. Shout out to the legend. Oh my God. The wall grip, I literally set it to 34. Someone told me to set it to something ridiculous, so I did.
Drivers,
Start your engine! I love that. That soundbite. So maybe the chassis grip is an overkill. We'll keep trying. I won't change anything quite yet. I've only had one attempt since the last settings change, so we'll give it a few more tries. But that said, if the wall grip has the effect that I'm thinking it might, just based off that last one, we might not even need the chassis grip. I think the chassis grip just might risk ruining the attempt by sending one of the AI cards flipping too. Alright, just don't touch tires with the AI. At least to the point where it sends them flipping. We might be onto something here. I don't spin myself out. Alright, we're surrounded by Toyotas. That's a good thing. So, oh, god damn it. Well, that's probably our most realistic one yet. Let me just try something. I'm just gonna try going into the turn and just putting myself in the wall and seeing if this... Oh! Hold on. Alright, I think we're onto something. Alright. You saw that, right? I just need to not screw up and keep spinning myself out. We might have the settings down. What sound pack do I use? It's a good question. See, these are all questions I would love so much to answer for you guys, but I legitimately do not remember just because of how long I played this game. It's a sim, it's not a game. Yeah, we, based off just that little test right in turn there, I think we might have these settings dialed in. Might even need to turn the grip down just a bit. Maybe like somewhere in between where we initially had it and where it's at now. Second one is too little, this is too much, the third one could be just right. We need a Goldilocks this. You can see that, you can see that. I'm still good, I'm still good, I'm still good. I'm still up to speed. This doesn't look weird at all. Oh, we're actually gonna go a lap. Oh my god, man, this crap. Stay outside the 42 if we can. Danny, what are you doing, bud? Alright, I'm not too concerned about the positioning of the other cars being perfect, as we're going to try it here before we get too spread out. Oh! Yeah, we definitely need to turn the grip down. That, aside from the weird, like, dancing on the safer barrier that looked unrealistic, that ending was pretty close. If we would have completed that second full flip. Yeah, we definitely need to turn the grip down a little bit, but we're definitely on to something. Cat, she is literally on my feet. She literally plopped down on my feet. So that, yes, we are on to something. That first half was a little weird, obviously, with the dancing and getting snagged on the fence. But, yo, like that part, like that's getting that. I was like almost that's like the exact same spot it needs to happen too. So yes, before we even get too much further, we're just not even going to waste any time. We're just going to go right back into this. Here, let me click the button for you so you can see what. Let's do like, it's like 14. Yeah, 34 is like obnoxiously much. This is it's still a lot, but it's like a bit more like reasonable a lot. All right, save. Pull up the NR tab again and just go right back in. Got that, making those adjustments down to a science. Don't even need to close the game out. All right, hopefully all those Toyotas are still clustered around the midway point of the pack. Doesn't have to be John Hunter, just as long as it's a Toyota, I can swap the paint scheme after the fact. Before I record the replay and do all the free cam stuff. Those of you in the know what I'm talking about. Do you guys like my setup, by the way? I pat my own back, but I put a decent amount of work into this. I didn't want to have like a boring, just have nothing but cars like there, like I had at the last place. I still have the little pegboard cars back there. Keep a little taste of the old place still alive. Also, I got a little shelf of goodies over here, kind of each one a different theme. Alright, one thing I'm noticing is the Toyotas there's not too many in the outside lanes. So might need to spawn in another section and just try to... They're about the same part of the pack we need to be, right at this midway point. None of them are really on the outside. Oh, we can get Bubba there, hold on. We can get alongside Bubba there. He's on for 42. But close enough. Come on, come on. Oh, fuck. That's gonna be the tricky part. Because now I got the grip to a point where I can pretty much get it on command. But now I gotta, like, just gently ease it up the wall to where it doesn't, like, do that weird, like, wobbly dance like it just did. Where it just kind of just is smoothly gliding along. We're getting closer. We are getting closer. Yeah, you see, you could totally tell I'm, like, cranking the wheel trying to flip it. And that part looks unrealistic. So now that we're getting the settings close, it's going to be a matter of just perfectly finessing the car up the wall to where it's not like wobbling back and forth like that, trying to flip and trying to go back on the wheels. We're getting there. We're getting there, folks. Real quick, though, I'm just going to load up a real session, or a new session. I just want to see if we can get a few more Toyotas starting on the outside line.
Driver, start.
Here, sorry, I had my OBS just monitoring the stream strength and all that, just making sure we weren't getting any drop frames. I pulled the chat back up. Alrighty. See if there's any Toyotas up in the outside line. I think I see the 42 in the inside line. That's already a bummer, but as long as we have a couple Toyotas in the outside, that's all we need. Really? Alright, we got Christopher Bell. That's close enough. But, hold on. Was he this far? Was he even this far up in the pack? Does anyone know about, like, what position he was running when this wreck happened? Was he this close to the front, or was he closer to the back? I'm too lazy. I don't want to have to pull up the video again. Yes, I have used the save game editor. I just didn't think it was worth it for just a single car crash like this. Yes, I know it technically wasn't a single car crash. Most of the focus was on the flip, so I'm counting it as a single car crash. Because that's where all my focus in the game is going to be. That one failed. There we go. The grip didn't, like, snag until the end there. That was not even worth a replay.
Drivers, start your engine.
But, yeah, thank you for the suggestion, 66 fan. I have used it, and I did consider... It just wasn't worth the time. And just... Yeah, as long as I could get, like, John Hunter and the other cars in the similar spot to where I need. Yeah, the juice wasn't worth the squeeze as far as just the amount of time it would have taken to line everyone up properly. When the replay is only going to be focused on the flipping car anyway. Now, I certainly have done that in, like, reenactments of, like, finishes, or where there's, like, a lot smaller of a pack, or, like, a lot more specific, like, sequence of events happening. So, yes, save game editor is good. It's like the middle of the pack. Right, that's what I thought. So, right around here. 15th, 16th, like the 30-something car field. Still don't like put the 42s down there. We're gonna try one more session after this, see if we can't get the 42 to start the outside line. Bell, what you doing? Oh my god! And he sticks to the landing. My engine's probably still good. Yeah, baby. We might need to turn the grip down again. Maybe like 10 or 8, something like that. I started at 4, and that did not have the desired effect. But once again, this is a little too much. What's up, TRF fan? Excuse me, TRF 59. Let's read another username there. Another fellow reenactment enjoyer. Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, I'm actually, past me would have just continued to stick it out with these settings that are probably not as good as they could be. But I'm just going to keep closing out the session, tweaking, and pulling the session back up. I mean, if we're pulling the session, we're going to try like 8. See if that's too low. If we're not having the desired effect after that, we'll bump it back up to like 10 or 12. I still think 14 was a little bit too much, because it was giving us like that ramping effect, like heading up the wall. I just want just enough grip to climb it, but not enough to do like that weird where you can like drive up the invisible wall up the fence. And plus, another chance to... Oh, what's the 42 starting way back in the back? But once again, it just needs to be a Toyota, not necessarily the 42. Alrighty. So we lowered the grip to 8. Started at 4, went to 34, lowered it to 14, now we're at 8. Trial and error. Alright, get up in the mid-pack. See if there's at least a couple Toyotas. Why do all the Toyotas keep starting in the inside? God damn. Been unlucky these last few spawns. All the Toyotas starting in the inside line. I have a cat trying to sit on my feet. Please do not, cat. I love you, but you're being very needy. Don't make me close the office door. Alright, there's Chase Elliott, the race winner back there. We do not have any Toyotas next to us, but screw it. Let's go ahead and try anyway. Oh, we might have lowered it a little too much. Yeah, we might have lowered it just a tad too much. Maybe we need to bump it up to like 10. We'll try again. We won't get discouraged just after one failed attempt, but yeah, it certainly seemed like we might have turned it down just a bit too much that time. Maybe like 10, 12 will be the nice sweet spot. What's up, Tango? Toll, how we doing? Another familiar face. Yeah, I'll probably resim the qualifying again here. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and crank the, not crank, but turn the wall grip back up a little bit. So yeah, that last week did not seem to have the desired effect, so. Glad to be back. Oh, that's the ball. Alright, so once again, no Toyotas to the outside of us. Let's not hit the wall. We got a good AI strat. Just enough to keep with my unskilled self. I'm thinking 10. We had a little bit of a rampy effect there, but it doesn't have the climbing effect as much as we need. If I can, like, crank the wheel to climb the wall at a slightly higher grip, but then find out where to ease off the wheel right at the perfect time where it doesn't do that ramping effect. I think we need to turn the grip up to like 10. Just a hair. That was the end of that was realistic. Just slide into a stop. What took you so long to come back? Just busy. I'm a camera guy racing around the country, filming race cars. Been to like 13 different states this year, driven tens of thousands of miles. Busy with family and personal stuff when I'm not busy working. I had to move to a different place, kind of unexpectedly this spring, hence my last stream of my old studio video. All right, so we are going to... All right, you guys see what I've been doing, and I'm not even going to pull up the OBS thing this time. I'm turning it back up to 10. It's going from 8 to 10. All those same 4 settings I've tweaked the last few times. That's all I'm touching. That's all I'm changing. Save. All right, so I just tweaked those settings back up just by 2. And we'll load up another session, see if we can't get a lucky Toyota spawn this time. We were lucky those first few times with the 42 starting like right at the mid-pack on the outside, but we've been unlucky the last few spawns. Let's see where he's at this time. I don't see him yet. Oh, I think I see him on the inside, darn it. Will you do a NASCAR 25 stream? If the game is good, has it come out yet, or... I think it's still like the early access stuff. I can't be too surprised that I never got offered early access to the game. I can't exactly fall off the face of the earth as a YouTuber and still get offered things. Alright, still no Toyotas on the ins or the outside line. I have to do another spawn here. We'll check with the test the grip change though, so we won't abandon this one quite yet. No Toyotas right next to us, but oh well, we'll make it work. Alright, so right at the midway point of the billboards. Shoot. Oh my god. Oh, what a hard landing. Alright, so that was not what we wanted to have happen. That is the ramping effect that I'm talking about. Jeez. That was a spectacular one. Let's go on board with him for that. I don't know, maybe 8 was the right. Just like, oh man, that landing. Just the noise. Bam. I'll try a couple more times. We won't abandon hope on these current settings yet, but man, I don't know, maybe I do need to turn it back down a little bit. Is the stream coming in at a nice, buttery, smooth 60 FPS? Appears to be, yes. Awesome. Perfect. Just haven't done one of these things in a bit, just making sure my settings are still good. I haven't really touched anything since the last time I did one of these things, so. Maybe I'll try 9 for the wall grip settings. Or go back to 8. Maybe I gave up on 8 too quickly. Maybe I'll go back to 8 for the 38. I do need to respawn another session. Still, like, no Toyotas in the outside line. Yeah, that's... I'm really lucky with that first few sessions. How do I make the cars not stick to the wall? That's the magic question, isn't it? I wish I had an answer for you. I do not remember which sound I installed it years ago. Maybe I gave up on 8 too early. Alright, we're gonna go back to 8. Can't do a backwards big one any of these times because I always keep bringing out a caution. Oh my god.
Oh man, they're showing us a black flag. Looks like they called it.
Yeah, whatever Leonardo said.
Okay, you've got to go.
If he says so, I trust him, so. Yes. Yes, we're gonna go back to 8 for the track grip settings. Let's replay first. Oh, there's a wreck behind me. Brad and Hosevar getting into it, and I wasn't even involved in that. I just gotta figure out what is the perfect sweet spot to get up on the wall, but not like actually up on it like that. 8, 8, 8, 8. Save. Same exact settings I changed last time. All right, let's see if we can't get a luck. Oh, the game crashed. That's no fun. There we go. Oh, please. Oh, no. Really? It did the thing. Where it deletes, like, or switches your profile. Okay. I remember I always used to, like, screw my profiles up when it would do that, but then I remembered the right way to fix it. You just exit out, you don't rename it, you just click back on the name.
Drivers, start your engines.
So everything is switched back to 8. I think I see John Hunter Nemechek in the outside there, so lo and behold. Alright, I thought that was going to screw up my settings and majorly delay getting back to the stream, but nope, we're good. We are good. Can I help you, Kat? Alright, we got Toyota up here. Perfect. We got the 42. Okay, Iris. You need to chill. All right, Eric Jones, you're filling in for 42 this run. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, we're just gonna go ahead and go for it. Toyotas be damned. Might have to be like 8.5. Damn. It feels like we're getting like no response. Speaking of no response, though, you see that we have no caution flag. You know what that means? You know what that means. Get like a little jingle for the backwards big ones. We should bend for that. Oh! Oh, hit me. Oh, damn it. I thought someone was going to punt me while I was flipping. That was going to be perfect. That. Oh! All right, they're piling in.
You all right?
We had upside down cars, at least. We have cars driving under cars.
Looks like we lost that motor. The pace cars in turn 2.
Oh, why is this not loading? What the hell?
You blew the engine.
I was going to add some production quality right there, and right when I went to my Stream Deck let me down. Hello? Are you going to load buttons? I guess not. I have a little page on my Stream Deck for like some sound effects, and I clicked on that page, and they're all just like doing like the spinning loading thing. All right, anyway, we'll go back and take a look at this monumental crash. We got Byron to go flipping down the pits. Oh, what the hell? Hold on. Get on Denny. Oh, there we go. There we go. What happened here? Oh, yeah, that was the aftermath of that. Okay. That makes sense. Is that the one we saw flipping later on? Oh, it was Josh Berry in the 21 that I saw up on his side. Big hit. Oh, man, the 41 just clobbered him after getting... Looks like he got clipped from the 60. And that's what sent the 41 of Custer into the 21. Yep. Boom. Into the ass end of Hamlin. That was a big one. All right, let's
Drivers.
Come on, buttons. Why are you not loading?
Engines.
I was gonna hit the people cars driving under cars button. Apparently my Stream Deck doesn't want me to have any sound effects to the stream. We're getting there. We are getting close. I can feel it. Oh, we haven't done yet. Just try an attempt from the cockpit view. The actual view I used to race with. Just add a little sense of realism. Try one from here. I use chase view to just crash and mess around and goof off with. This view is like normal, maybe just crazy. Can't see where anyone is around me. That's the only downside. Oh, Brad, don't do it. Oh! Alright, we're close enough to a Toyota. We might need to go like 8.5 or 9. That jump between 10 and 8 is crazy. How much of a just no response versus a ramping effect.
Watch that speed now. Keep it on 3,500.
All right. We're doing another one.
man, they're showing us a black flag. You're getting into the pit safely. They're gonna hold us in the pit for 15 seconds.
Oh my goodness. There we go. That one's gonna be better.
3,500 in seconds. Here comes the leader.
Oh. Oh, they're still piling in. They're still getting upside down. Cars driving.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. At the 6th car.
Alright, that one was a little bit more satisfying. Slimy yet satisfying. What was that? Was that the Pumbaa from Lion King that said that? About the bugs they're eating. Slimy yet satisfying. I don't know why that just randomly popped into my head. Oh, Blaney. I didn't even see him going to the grass. Oh, and then he gets nailed by, who is that, Riley Hurts? Try not to move my camera much. That was a pretty good one. Then Noah Gregson was like, hey, or, oh no. Not Noah Gregson, that's Ty Dillon. Shame on me, this isn't a couple of years ago. He's like, nope, you haven't been hit hard enough yet. I'm going to try 9 for the grip for all those. 9. 9. Yeah, we'll do 9 for the winner of the race. Shout out Chase Elliott. Chelliot. Why am I doing that? I was in like creating realistic crashes mode. Or I just sim forward a few laps, go onto the track, and just merge into the pack and cause chaos. That's usually my strategy for me causing the realistic crashes. Alright, so we tweaked the grip up by literally 1. We turned the wall grip from 8 to 9. 10 seemed too much. 8 seemed not enough. So naturally we went to 9. It's also the number of the car that won the race. And we got Toyota back here. It's the only one we really got, but it's the only one we really need. Hello, John Hunter. I do remember the suggestion of me taking the place of John Hunter, but that was also before I started getting these wall rides pretty much on command, so I think we're going to stick with this method. It's just a matter of getting the wall ride settings just right. There we go. Oh. Maybe not. God, it's like there's no grip, and then it just pops you upside down. Like, how can I get it to be just a gradual climb?
You all right?
Maybe I shouldn't abandon that other method just quite yet. Oh my god, that's gonna be like almost every car. Oh, Van Gisbergen upside down. Welcome to the ovals.
Looks like we got damage on the left front. The pace cars in turn 2. You can't clear a black flag on a restart.
That was a pretty satisfying one. Just that head-on crunch. And just creating a blockade for the whole track. Kind of does a little tip on the banking and then gets hit by the 4. Which sends him tumbling even more times. Honestly, aside from the start of it, if you just kind of cut in right here, like that part's kind of realistic from there till the end. Obviously not the driver going head on at 180 miles an hour.
Straight.
If you cut that part out, that was otherwise a pretty realistic crash. Have you done an every car big one yet? I think so. Well, not in this video, but are you talking about in this video or in general? In general, yes, absolutely. I don't think in this video yet. God, I am hungry. I should have eaten before this stream, but I didn't want to get all sleepy and get the itis and just fall asleep. That couch lock. Oh yeah, I've had a 43 car wreck. Absolutely. Alright, let's try this again. I feel if we can just get a lucky pop that kind of just pops me on my side, doesn't ramp me up the wall. We're so close to having the settings. Maybe I do need to be the other car after all. God damn it. Well. Maybe I will get to a point where I try being John Hunter. Oh, screw it. Maybe I'll try that on the next try. I can certainly go back to being Zane Smith. I won't be John Hunter for the rest of the video, but let me try being John Hunter to see if I have any luck squeezing the AI into the wall. Trying it that way. It's a pretty satisfying crash. Damn, that was a good hit while airborne. There goes the 41. Oh, didn't even finish flipping yet. Let me try. We're just gonna try something here. We're gonna try being the 42 instead of the 38. And to see if, instead of us being the car that tips, if we can't squeeze another car into the wall and have the same effect. So we can try. We might not have the best luck, but you know what? It's worth a try. Well, Zane Smith's like all the way in the back, so we're basically gonna have to try it just on another Ford. Any other Ford we can swap the TGA file with. Excuse me. Yeah, Zane is a little too far into the back, I think, for this to be accurate placement within the field. So we'll skip up to him out around mid-pack. We'll try if we can squeeze right through here. Starting in the middle of all these cars. Alright, now we just need a Ford on the outside. Looks like Elgato will be our test dummy. Alright, so we're basically going to pretend that the 22 is the 38. So we're going to try squeezing him into the wall. Oh. That wasn't nearly as gradual as I wanted it to be. Oh. We're just doing this every time now we don't get a caution.
Here comes the leader. You've been disqualified for reckless driving. Yellow flag is out. There's too much debris on the track. Pit road is closed.
Jeez. Oh my god, that T-boning at the end was a brutal one. Oh. They're still getting upside down people, cars driving on their
Car
cars.
stop, down low.
Oh, it actually beaten lovely.
You all right?
If my button page in my stream deck would load. Still nothing? Do I need to like close the software? Man, Chase Elliott got it. Pretty rough there. I think he went into the fence. Not quite. Jeez. That was a hard hit there at the end. Oh! It's Yaley that sent Bubba upside down. Let's try that method again. I'm not sure if I've sold on this method of being the 42. I'm not giving up yet, but I'm also not giving up on the idea of going back to being the 38 as well. So once again, let's try sneaking our way up through all the cars up the middle. Trying to get alongside Logano, another Ford. Since Zane Smith is a Ford. Alright, let's see if we can't get a little better result this time. Would this be easier on multiplayer? Probably, but online in this game is just so finicky. Alright. Logano, here once again our test dummy since you're the furthest forward Toyota. Oh.
The yellow flag is out.
Alright.
Pit road is closed.
Well, that's not what we wanted. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not seeing any indicators that those AI cars are going to want to climb the wall for me squeezing them. Is that the Jake Green? Jake Green that I'm thinking of? Is that Corn Dog? But yeah, I might... I mean, I'm always open to suggestions, so I tried being the 42, but I think we were just having way better results being the 38. Where's the right one? Why am I not seeing? There we go. All right. Back to it. God, I should have eaten before the stream. That's all I got. That's all I got in the mind right now. Is just filling my face once this video gets done.
Start your engines!
Yeah, we were having much better luck being the 38, so we'll stick with that for now. As unrealistic as it is, kind of just putting ourselves into the wall and doing the wall ride from there. It is also, Jesus. It's also way more natural as being the car that flipped as part of the reenactment. Oh, sweet. We got John Hunter, like, midway up the pack on the outside. As well as another Toyota, I think. Perfect. Right here. We got Bubba and John Hunter. Two Toyotas we can use for a squeeze car. Yeah, give me the black flag. I'll be upside down before I serve it. Oh, man, I got loose on the start there. Perfect. All right, it's John Hunter fence. Falling back towards us. He's going to check up, so I will too. Come on. Come on. Why are we now having, like, mixed results? Oh. Oh, I flipped there. Reenactment complete. Oh, we keep having like those weird little slow motion ones where it just pops the car right at the very end of slowing down. Oh, I missed! Oh, those guys did miss. Oh, damn. That's pretty impressive how hard I hit that inside fence. Oh, Reddick's flipping.
You all right?
Real talk, I feel Kansas has been home to some just like untraditionally just common airborne crashes for a mile and a half or the last like 10-15 years. I feel like compared to most mile and a halves, just cars are either getting upside down or airborne way more often at Kansas than any other intermediate. Damn, that was quite impressive with how much velocity the 19 sent me towards the infield. Imagine being the people in these campers seeing this coming towards towards the inside fence. Oh, 19 into the fence. We had Reddick flipping too. Yeah, here he is. Oh, wrong car. Come on, there we go. Got some good barrel rolls there at the end. All right, yet another attempt.
Drivers, start
Honestly,
your engines!
I might have to go back to like 10 and just try to finesse the car to have it not do like the ramping effect. So we're having not nearly as good of results now as we were when the grip was at 10. I was almost about to say Reddick's flip last year, but then I remember that that was at Vegas, not Kansas. It's the super speedway of 1.5 miles. I thought that was Atlanta. All right, after this one, I think we might try turning the grip back up to 10. Yeah, we were having a bit more goofy crashes then, but we were also ramping up the wall way easier. If I can just find a way to ease the car up the wall without having to do that ramping. Yeah, like right there. Like, I think it's we're getting like now diminishing results. It's crazy that I flipped and they didn't throw the caution, by the way. Because yes, the grip is lower, so it's on paper more realistic. Since it's lower, I'm having to crank the wheel harder to get the desired climbing effect. Versus, if the grip is way higher, I don't have to crank the wheel as hard to have the car like grip climb the wall. So I think if I just turn the grip up a little bit more, but not like crank the wheel as much, it's just finding that perfect sweet spot. So that being said, we're going to switch it back to 10. You know what? 11. We haven't tried 11 yet. We'll change all those same grips I've been tweaking. that you saw earlier in the video. Changing those to 11, because why not? 11 for Denny, who choked away the win. Excuse me. Poor Denny. His day will come one day.
Drivers,
Will it?
start
Maybe
your
not.
Engines.
Oh, boy. I want to turn my fan off, but I'm too lazy to get up and walk across the room to turn it off, so we'll just stick with it for now. Hopefully we got the 42 on the outside. We do. Just towards the back, but not like at the very back.
Stay behind the 35 car on the inside line.
Should be good right here.
Going green. Let him by. 8 cars in.
Man, I want to get a successful one. It's been a while
Let him by.
since we were actually able to edit one of these things.
Green flag. Green, green,
Oh, hell yeah. Alright, so we're right next to Nemechek. Where I want to be. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Pit road is closed.
Aw, and there's a yellow, so we can't even do a backwards big one. Well, that stunk.
Looks like we're bent up on the back end.
Just getting an idea for a wall grip at 11.
To the end of the paper line. Stay behind the 10 car.
Still got like that popping effect. Might need to go up even more. Because it's still not high enough to where it can just immediately grip climb on command. It's still doing like that thing where it's only gonna climb if the car kind of just does that weird pop against the wall. Let's try it here. Honestly, I think 14 was when we were having the best results. We're going back to 14. I can feel it. This is the right settings. When we had those couple close attempts early on, right off the bat, when I believe we were at 14, I should have never changed it from there. Should have just kept it there. 14, all right. We are Zane Smith. We're not doing the John Hunter Nemechek method. Oh, that's practice. Not the race. We're talking about practice.
Start your engines.
Oh, I missed the guy that would like sing out the command. Start your engine. So NR at the base, INI slant. Yeah, I got it. I can certainly try slamming the AI from the point of view of being John Hunter. Speaking of which, he was starting like at the very back for this run, so that's.
Stay behind the 35 car on the inside line. Get ready now. Going green.
Any other Toyotas in the outside line? Not really, damn. But that was the weird thing about this crash. He didn't really get slammed into the wall. He just barely got nudged. And it's that slight squeeze. It's like climbed his car up the barrier. Tony Hawk Pro Skater. All right, You see? I can climb it pretty easily now. It's just a matter of doing so just enough. But not too much. Alright. Yeah, see that? It's like right there. I don't know if I just need to like turn back to the right or just get off the wheel or what, just to stop that climbing effect. So how do I have it go from right here, but not like climb up the wall? And how do I get a damn
Start your engines.
Toyota to start in the outside line where I need it to? Like the first few attempts, like I had such a good cluster of Toyotas in the middle of the pack, and it's ever since then. Haven't really been too lucky with that. Tell you what, after the stream's out, I'm hitting up Quick Trip. I'm getting some egg rolls and some sweet and sour sauce. I know it's such a weird, like, food in particular to enjoy from a gas station, but I'm telling you, there's something about the Quick Trip pork and vegetable egg rolls that just hits so hard. Especially that sweet and sour. Yeah, we're gonna spawn up a different session after this one because it's still annoying me we don't have any Toyotas on the outside. Listen, I haven't eaten since this morning, since before noon. It is now 9:34. I have a right to be hungry. It's been like 10 hours since my last bite of food. That was probably one of the closest ones yet. It's kind of weird that I was up on the wall into the fence a little bit, but that was closer. It's not perfect, but it's closer. Just getting up on it. Like right. Maybe I need to turn that chassis grip off. Maybe that's doing some weird stuff. And the wheel grip, maybe just keep it the wall grip high. Oh, we're getting there.
Drivers, start your engines.
Oh yeah, that's right. I said I was going to load another session, which I'm going to do so. But you know what? Since I'm loading another session, let me just track chassis grip 0. Track wheel grip 0. Fuck it, 1. I think it's gonna do some weird things if I put it at 0, but wall grip, Armco grip, safer barrier grip are still at 14, but chassis grip and wheel grip I turned to 1. Maybe that'll stop the weird like climbing effect.
Drivers,
Start your engines. It's a weird feeling when the cat isn't bothering me. It's like, uh-oh. What is she up to? Oh, speak. It's like she knew I was talking about her. She literally came walking up like 3 seconds later. It's hilarious. Alright, do we have any Toyotas on the outside? Toyota. Hey, we got Bubba. We got one on the outside. That's crazy. What are the odds for just only like 1 out of like 6 or 7 Toyotas, however many are in the field? Like only 1 out of like the last like 8 spawn sessions in a row. Start on the outside line. We have the 43 here. We can use him too. Might even turn the AI strength down just a bit as well. Oh, there's the 42. Hell yeah. Perfect. What are you doing? Oh. This is one at the very end there. Oh, I couldn't tell if that was better or worse than the heightened chassis and wheel grip. Or if we don't have enough testing to tell a difference yet. That is a big pileup. We got people, cars driving under cars, and my sound bites still aren't loading. I tested everything before the stream started. Of course, right when you hit the live button, that's when my soundboard stops working. Oh. And that was just nothing but fence. You know the basketball term, nothing but net? That was nothing but fence. Damn. Bowman taking a ride. Oh. Bowman the Omen. Alright, we'll try that again. Need a couple more tries to see how that that changed grip is going. What do you think, Iris? Hmm? What do you think? Think we should stick with 14? I think she said yes. This has been a fun return. Not going quite yet.
Get ready now. Going green. Whoa, 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 slow down.
Just thinking out loud. Yeah, that's. I was kind of thinking the last few weeks or months, like when do I want to do my first stream back in the new place? Zane Smith flipped. Players are signed. Kyle Busch, what are you doing? 42's close. He's not the one directly alongside us, but he's close enough. Come on. Oh. Oh, that was one of the closer ones. We're still not perfect, but it's getting there. If I can just figure out how to just do one smooth little ramp up to get the car on the side, not have it do that weird dancing back and forth thing. Not have it do the grip grab where it like grabs the front of the car into the wall and has it like spin around like that. Oh, we're close. God, we're close.
Start your engines.
There were a couple flips last year, and I think one earlier this year that I still am yet to do. I know LaJoy had a flip or two last year that I have yet to recreate. I know the Josh Berry one. Josh Berry in the 4 car feels like a fever dream. Alright, we have Bubba, a Toyota, we have 43 down there. That's the ball. We got the 42 coming up behind us. We got the 42s right there. Perfect. Oh my!
Pit road is closed.
Alright, I think,
You all
not
right?
counting the backwards big ones, that's the best crash of the stream so far. That was the perfect ramp where he just went up the safer barrier, cleared it, and then just perfectly pierced the fence and just came to a stop. The start was like perfect. A nice gradual just climb. Nothing crazy, didn't pop the car, didn't do a weird grab, it just gradual climb, perfect. But then just after that initial climb, then it did the weird, unrealistic wall ride, and then just nose first into the fence and just speared it. And he's stuck in the fence just to add to it. God, the start of that was good. And then I just did that initial ramping climb, and that's what killed it. What's up, Brady? Out of the fast lane. I knew I recognized that name. Good to see you, bud. I've gotten to that point on my YouTube channel where it's not just gaming strangers on the internet anymore. It's actual acquaintances I've met of people at work gigs and people I've seen at the track before popping into the stream. We had Corn Dog earlier. We got Brady. It's real who's who of the racing community. Cat, can you please not be on my feet while I'm trying to access the pedals? Please and thank you. Alright, we got the settings, I think, right where we need them to be. It's just a matter of trial and error at this point. We have to have it ripped up enough to be able to climb the wall pretty much on command. But a side effect of that is every now and then it'll do that unrealistic arcadey climb. Oh! Alright, well that one's fine.
The yellow flag is out. There's too much debris on the track.
I obviously cranked into the inside wall on purpose once the crash had already started. I just wanted to see how hard I could hit the inside there. And evidently pretty hard. Yeah, once they started wrecking, I was like, alright, attempt ruined, and boom. That's not realistic for there to not be a safer barrier there. There's for sure got to be a safer barrier there, IRL. You know it's a hard wall packed in NR2003 when it does that to your fender and the wheel area. That was kind of like a Priest one a little bit. All right, try again.
Drivers, start your engines.
Harley Payne, what's up, buddy? Whew. Yeah, the race season's starting to come to a close. I think, if my count is up to date, I have been to 92 race events on the year. I'm on pace to hit 100 again.
Get ready now. Going green. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's about 106 I have scheduled throughout the year, so I can afford a few rainouts and still hit my 100 mark. Now, that being said, just getting to that point of the season where I'm kind of getting burned out. As much as I love racing and filming race cars, I also like relaxing at home and not traveling every single weekend of the year, so once November comes, that's pretty much the end of my race season. I want to try to do these maybe like twice a week. Not gonna commit to much more than that and bite off more than I can chew. Yeah, especially once I'm not working as much anymore. Oh.
The yellow flag is out. Pit road is closed.
Aw, that didn't need the yellow flag. When is snowmobile racing season? That starts pretty much like the end of December. So pretty much like once I'm done at the end of October, pretty much have a good month and a half, almost 2 months before the snowmobile stuff starts. That was an interesting one. Kind of climbed, grabbed the nose a little bit, did a weird like twisty pirouette. And back. This little spinny part, if you just kind of fade in there, that's realistic. This game is very realistic. If I haven't said that 20,000 times before.
Drivers, start your engines.
Yeah, hopefully see you at the track soon, Brady. Let me know if you make your way up to Wisconsin at any point. Who knows, maybe we'll have to come to a snowmobile track sometime. I yelled Wisconsin in that weird accented voice, and my cat came like sprinting towards me. That was weird. Damn, how are we going on 2 hours already? Thought we'd been going for maybe 45 minutes tops. And I look up, it's like, oh no, it's been an hour and 45 minutes. I do the snowmobile stuff. The last few years I've been doing most of the World Championship Derby complex events, the Eagle River. I've done the I-500 the last 3 years in a row. I had a bad start there, so I might have to abandon this attempt. I'll still try it. What the heck? We're close enough to the midpoint of the back. Oh, never mind. Oh! Oh! We had, I think, Brad on his side. I think he got hit by Noah, which sent him airborne.
You all right?
Let's take a look. That was a hard one. So Barry checked up sooner than I was expecting him to. That sent me out of control sideways. I went down into Chastain. And while I'm still sliding, bounced off him. That popped me back to the outside. Boom! Alright, now let's see how Brad went. Ooh. Oh! It's like a double pop from the 77. What are those, what are those little, contraptions called? Where it's like the 5 metal balls on a pendulum. And you, like, pull one back, and then, like, the one at the end, like, each one, like, smacks itself back and forth. Oh, what the hell was it called? This is kind of like that reaction. The 77 hitting the 4. It's kind of what popped the 6 up like that. Alright, let's keep going. What do you think?
Drivers, start your
What do you
engines.
think? What do you think? Yeah, I don't want to brag too much, but it's been a pretty fun year on the career front. Definitely a few highlights to speak of so far this year. I've covered most of the Mars schedule, obviously all the snowmobile stuff. Done a handful of Lucas races. I was on that high limit event that was broadcast on FS1.
Get ready now. Going green.
I was the camera guy for that,
On the inside line.
the Bob Gardner moment at Farmer City when he went full rage mode under caution and flipped a dude under yellow. That Hudson O'Neill flip at Knoxville last weekend, that was my shot. The Newton's Cradle, thank you. That's exactly what I was thinking. Alright, we got Bubba, the Toyota right there, and then we got John Hunter. Perfect AI positioning. Just hope we get a lucky. Checking up a little bit. Squeeze into the wall. Come on, come on. I know you want to.
The yellow flag is out. There's too much debris on the track. Pit road is closed.
Waited too long. Thanks there, Zane. I saw the car just kind of tipping up, like just a little bit, and I was like, I know you want to get up on your side. It's been a really fun year. I went to the Milwaukee Mile for the IndyCar race. That was fun.
Drivers, start your engine.
If all goes well, not to be necessarily giving away my future plans, to be doxing myself or my future location, but hell, I'm no PewDiePie or anything, or Mr. I was gonna say Mr. Beast. I suppose PewDiePie is a damn dated reference now, but I'm planning on going to Martinsville here in a few weeks. So kind of hit me that the year has come and gone. I've been to at least one cup race every year since 2019. I kind of didn't want that streak to end. That's pretty much my first weekend off. Work traveling. So I was like, screw it, let's go to Martinsville. It was my first time going there. So I'm looking forward to that. Are Miatas racing there? Hold on. Oh. Alright, that was a little too quick. I don't know what's going on, but almost like one car has been pitting. Every single time.
Cars in turn 2. You can't clear a black flag on a restart.
All right.
Speed now. Keep it on 3,500 in seconds. The pace cars on the back straight. Okay, we're under.
Let's try to do another test climb.
Oh man, they're showing us a black flag. Looks like they called it speeding on pit road. Okay, you've got to go to the end of the longest line. You didn't exit the. You've got to go to the end of the longest.
Drivers,
Spotter just won't stop
start
talking.
your engines.
What do you think, Iris? Just constantly just licking herself. I believe Martinsville is on the Miata schedule. Just I'm talking about for the NASCAR weekend. I want to know if the Miatas and NASCAR is on the same weekend. There's no way I could be that lucky.
Whoa, slow down.
Good night, Sam Modding. Thanks for stopping on by.
Get ready now. Going green.
We try the Josh Berry one from last year, like next week, or the Corey LaJoy one. I'm trying to think of future streams. If anyone happens to be wondering about the paint schemes and where they were acquired from, I simply went to the NR2003 Weebly page and... Oh! That was almost the closest one we've gotten yet, ironically. Oh yeah, which LaJoy one? Probably the Michigan one, because that'd probably be easier. Yeah, single car blowover. I was kind of bummed it saved me right there. That little pop right there saved me. Because I was kind of hoping to hook him and have us go back up the track like naturally into the field. rather than me just crank it like that. I did smack the hell out of Logano. Miata's are racing the same weekend as NASCAR. Hold on. Hold on. Did I just luck into the best racing weekend of the year? Like, without even realizing it? Yeah, maybe I'll try to do like a once a week stream schedule until my race season comes to an end. Then I can pump it up to at least twice a week. Taylor Gray, remind me of which one that one was. That a truck flip, like similar to the Crafton one? Is that, am I thinking of that right? Is my memory correct? Ugh, I want to try another session spot just to see if we can't get another lucky Toyota cluster. Alright, that's what I thought. God, that was last year already. I don't know about anyone else. I know time just naturally goes quicker as you get older. But just, it seems like ever since COVID in particular, that just, it seems to have distorted everyone's sense of time. To where now things, it seems like a few months. It's like, oh shit, that was like 3 years ago already? I'm rambling about the perception of time and I missed my window to do the crash. Uh-oh.
You gotta come in for this black flag.
I was not expecting that outcome from that kind of hit with the wall. Oh, now you're gonna throw the yellow flag? Oh, my car is dead. Otherwise, I can't do the backwards big one. My engine's gone. Just like I know, yeah. It's. I remember hearing it explained a while ago. It's when you're young. It's like, hey, it's vacation. It's my birthday. It's like going up north. It's this and that. It's like all these exciting things that can't like get here quick enough. Like that's why time like seems to go so slow. Because you want to get to all those exciting things, but just time seems to crawl in doing so. And then you become older. It's like, oh, I got this I got to deal with. I got to pay this bill. I got to go to work. It's just all this stuff that you don't want to have happen that just sneaks right up on you. I think that definitely is affected with the just people's perception of time as they get older. But yeah, just something about COVID too definitely just warped people's brains. It was a virus in the simulation we're all experiencing. Like a computer virus, I meant to say. That was like a Matrix reference. I realized after I tried making a Matrix reference, like, oh yeah, that's right, COVID was an actual virus too. When I was like trying to do a computer reference. Anyway. The Biffler, that's a great name. Thanks for tuning in. We are at the top of the hour, so I'm not going to go quite yet, but probably entering the territory of me thinking about wrapping it up here. Not too terribly long. Which is a bummer, because we haven't got like a savable attempt yet, but it's getting late. I'm hungry. We're already past the 2-hour mark. It's usually around when we end these things. Keep going for a little bit longer. We'll maybe go to like 15 past the hour. How's that sound? Some people watching the stream aren't even born for the Matrix movie, so that's a heck of a realization, huh? Alright, just nice gradual. Oh. This is gonna be the best attempt yet, isn't it? Yep. The flips at the end were perfect, but I was like riding the goddamn catch fence. When did that movie come out? 1999, I believe the Matrix first one came out. So yeah, good 26 years ago, 27. The end flips were like perfect. Flip. Flip. Yeah, obviously that's not a usable one with me just being stuck in the catch fence the whole time. Yeah, that's not exactly realistic right there, is it? Well, that right there just proves the flips and the wall riding itself is possible. Just finessing the car just right to not have it ramp up the wall like that.
Drivers, start your engine.
Matrix is such a good movie. Second and third one, but the first one is just, can't be beat. Just such good writing. Good effects for the time. I know some of them are a bit dated, but for the time, those effects were incredible. Makes you think about life and existence itself. Are we all just living in a simulation? And I'm telling you, the way some things last like 5-10 years have gone, that starts to feel like a more and more real possibility each day. I'm telling you. Not to go all cuckoo conspiracy. We may or may not be living in the Matrix. I'm just gonna say it. Take a look at what he did. I need that on the soundboard. My soundboard actually will work. Speaking of which, it's still not working. It's still just spinning whenever I click on the menu. What that means. I love a good Matrix discussion. Fun fact, I made a Matrix parody when I was in high school. For my like video class. Oh! I was waiting for someone to hit me when I was upside down, and I was not disappointed.
Leaders pitting now.
So yeah, the video class, like the video making class I had in high school, is called telecommunications, or TCOM for short. Because yeah, just saying TCOM was easier than saying telecommunications, however many syllables that is. And yeah, for one of our little like weekly things we had to make. Like each week we did like a little theme. We had to make like a little video, which ended up being the video announcements for like the whole school. And me and my other just weird, just awkward, socially awkward, introverted buddies just made like stupid things that no one else would have gotten the reference. Like we made, yeah, a Matrix parody. We made a parody of the very first Hangover movie in high school. Which, looking back, it's like, why and how did we get away with that?
Whoa, slow down.
And it's only just stupid, dumb inside jokes that just only us got. I remember when Cody used to do music like 15 years ago. Yeah, me too. That was fun. That being said, now that I'm in my new place, I really want to get my bass like tuned back up. It's got a few broken parts. Take it into a guitar shop and get it all tweaked, tender loving care. Get it sounding good again. I really want to do just some jam streams on Twitch. So you can do music on Twitch, right, without getting like taken down. Oh. Oh! Oh!
Okay, we're under caution. Catch up to the end of the pacing line. Stay behind
Big
the
one.
35 car.
I was just about to
The
say
41 car.
JJ Yaley coming in for the kill shot there at the end, but then Haley showed him up. If you rhyme with Ailey, apparently you want me deceased. So right there, just decimated into the catch fence. And then I heard someone coming, but I was like, no way he's gonna hit me. Oh my god.
Drivers,
Speaking of music,
start your engines.
I haven't made a video on this channel like literally since this happened, but man, rest in peace, Ozzy. That really sucked. I've been saying that for like probably 10 to 15 years, just knowing just that man's history and how he was basically on borrowed time for a long ass time. And I was saying for a long time, with me being as big of a metalhead as I am, and how big of an influence musically that man was on me. Just, man, the day we lost Ozzy, that was really, really gonna suck. It turns out that was very accurate. That day did indeed very much suck. I need to jam to some Ozzy. Dude, screw it. If I can figure it out this offseason, combine a few pieces of equipment, I'm doing some jam sessions. I'm bringing my bass back out. We're jamming to some Ozzy. We're jamming to some Rush. We're jamming to some Metallica. We're bringing the jamming back. These viewers won't know how to act. God damn it. What was that? Just a dumb little unrealistic pop there at the very end. Next! There. Satisfied.
Drivers, start your engines.
Like, we've had a lot of, like, close-ish ones, but none really savable. That's the disappointing about these kinds of ones, where you have the settings right, you have the setup right, but it's just all about luck. It's getting the right execution. I literally do not know or remember how or why the next thing started. What is your opinion on Linkin Park's new era? I admittedly do not know much about Linkin Park. I know of them, I know their hits. I know Chester, their original singer, tragically passed away a while ago. I like their songs, I like their hits, but I know nothing about their new singer. You're free to ask either Rusty Walrus or Caleb Hoffenbaugh, known Linkin Park fans. You might have a better opinion than me. Oh, God damn it. I don't know if it's only about the track settings, like making cars glitch out, but every single run, at least one car is pitting. Like on the first lap.
Drivers, start your engines.
Shortest Straw is probably one of the funnest rhythm guitar songs I've ever. That or Leper Messiah. I go through phases with Metallica. I recently was like binging the Ride the Lightning album again. I forget how good some of the songs on there is. Creeping Death There's recordings of them live touring in like 1986, like not too terribly long after that album came out. And they're performing that song at like half the speed, or not half, like double the speed. And just that, and knowing what you know about James Hetfield and his just down picking and almost never alternate picking. Them doing Creeping Death live in that era might be like the fastest recorded down picking. Like up to that point. Oh! Could have been way worse. How many metal bands do I know? Not enough.
We got a wreck on the front stretch.
I've actually got like a very selective
You got a slow car up
like
high.
taste when it comes to music.
Okay.
Like I find a band I like a lot and I just listen to the hell out of that band.
Whoa, 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 slow down. Stay behind the 22 car.
My music taste isn't nearly as expansive as I would like it to be, if that makes sense. Like it's all just about listening to like the same like 20-ish bands and like selection of songs just over and over and over again, rather than just... I would love to be that guy that just has a Spotify with like a zillion different artists where I just have it on shuffle, but I'm just like one of those selective music listeners and I go through phases. Favorite Metallica song? That's a good question. Once again, depends on like the phase I'm going through, but I don't know, let me think. I've been listening to the Unforgivens the last like few days. Those are pretty good. On just literally anything off the first 4 albums, or you can't go wrong. And yes, I realize none of the Unforgivens are on the first 4 albums, but those are... There's some exceptions. Even once they started to kind of mellow out and slow down a little bit, they still had some good... They were always good songwriters, but I just liked their thrash era more. Am I going to try Richard Petty's Flip again? You know what? As much as I don't want to, probably. It's gonna come a point where I just... where the economy shuts down and the value of a dollar is meaningless and currency is becomes reenactments instead of money. All Nightmare Long is a good one. Death Magnetic, I haven't listened. Like, that's a perfect example of my selective music listening. I cannot think of the last time, if ever, I sat down and listened to Death Magnetic start to finish. So, hey, let me just pop on this album and just listen to the whole album. That being said, I've listened to All Nightmare Long a bunch of times. I've listened to Suicide Redemption a bunch of times. I've listened to Unforgiven 3 a bunch of times. What's The Day That Never Comes a bunch of times. Yeah, I don't know when the last time I just sat down and listened to that whole album was. Just because I like those few songs and I just listen to them a bunch. Dad, who's Cody? As much as it pains me to do, we're probably gonna have to wrap it up here shortly. We'll do our usual 3 to go. I won't just end it right off the bat, but I'll at least give a warning. How did they wreck after the fact? Like, they had it saved. Like, I had it saved. How did they wreck? Oh, because the 2 was slow, and that's why. Just checked to run up. Oh, the 1 went into the wall hard. Alright, so this will probably be the 3rd to last attempt.
Drivers, start your engines.
Yeah, my music selection's really weird. It's like a very, like, particular select, like, of metal bands. I love Rush. That's, like, my all-time favorite band. I like just random, like, other, like, pop or, like, rock, country hits. I'm very particular about like certain music, but I've always been of the mindset, like even if it's not a genre I like, as long as the music takes an actual instrument to play versus just like hitting a fucking button on an iPod or an iPhone. iPod, Jesus Christ, how old am I? Just hitting a button. Like, I'm not a huge country guy, but if I go see like a country artist live and they're playing like actual guitars and like a mandolin and they got a drummer, it's like, all right, I can get into this. Get down with the bass line, feel that groove a little bit. Yeah, so it's all about if like an actual instrument. As long as that's the case, even if it's not a genre I'm huge into, I can get into it, especially if it's being played live. It's just kind of the, at the risk of my boomerness coming out, which that attempt wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good either. At the risk of my boomerness coming out, I'm not a huge fan of music like that. Just, it's literally just, hey, computer-generated beat and auto-tuned vocals. And lyrics that some producer or some writer I paid for wrote for me. Like, call me crazy, but that's not enjoyable music to me. No, I'm not gonna be as so ignorant as to say that there aren't like pop songs or like auto-tune, whatever, catchy or like modern computerized songs where you hear it's like, it's kind of catchy, kind of like that melody. Of course, there's songs like that, but I just on a like pure like music aspect side, just I like songs where you can. I like music that takes actual instruments to it. Yeah, early country's great. Like if you consider early Johnny Cash, early country, or Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings. Yes, early country's great. Not a huge fan of the modern country stuff. The modernist country I like is like Toby Keith. I do enjoy some good Toby Keith hits every now and then. Oh no. Alright, Trop, get your David Hoots joke ready, because that one did not camp. If I screw up the attempt before we even get to the potential crash spot, I'm not gonna deprive my viewers of a potential attempt and have them count that one, so. Thoughts on young Clint Eastwood as Wolverine? We're starting to veer out of my knowledge zone with that question. I am not familiar with any Clint Eastwood playing any Wolverine recently. Here's how up to date I am. The last Clint Eastwood movie I genuinely think I've seen was that Gran Torino back in like the late 2000s. So that's how much of a rock I've heard. That's to a point where you just hit like your mid-20s, upper 20s, early 30s. It's like, man, the world's just passing. The world is just passing me by. You don't recognize like any like actress or actor anymore, or any musical artist like outside of Taylor Swift. It's all just a bunch of young people. It's like, who are these? I just feel like Patrick is coming home. He's like, who are you people? Oh my goodness. Oh. So we're able to climb the wall just fine, but what we have happened beyond that is left up to fate. And fate has not been a reenactment fan tonight. They've been a funny, silly Crash fan, but not a realistic reenactment fan. He got shish kebabbed. All right, folks. Wonderful people of YouTube. Very generous viewers of my YouTube channel, which, for all intents and purposes, probably should have been dead years ago, but we somehow still prevail. I truly appreciate your support. That being said, I think this is going to be the last one of the night. Who knows, maybe we can have that final attempt magic and get a perfect one here. It's getting late. I'm getting a little sleepy and very much hungry. Got some chores I gotta do. Got some cats to feed. I know people have school and work they gotta get up for tomorrow. So that being said, we'll call it here shortly. After one last attempt. And of course, I ain't gonna leave you guys hanging high and dry without a backwards big one before we get out of here. I wouldn't do that to you. Alright, 42, please stay next to me. It's gonna be a little weird with the Ford on the outside line, but oh well. Oh well. Oh, no. Well. Jesus Christ. First subscribing, you're 9, now you're 23. Been viewing this channel for 14 years. Remember what I was talking about before about how weird time has gotten recently and just how quickly it goes by? Another perfect example right there. People have been watching this YouTube channel for 15 damn years. Alright. We got some close ones, we got some exciting ones, we got some funny ones. Unfortunately, none that I would really call a good attempt worth saving and editing. But, that being said, the long-time loyal viewers, the 15-year viewers will know how these streams usually end. You will see so shortly. For those of you uninformed that don't know what I'm talking about, this is one of my favorite end-of-the-stream traditions that we like to affectionately call around these parts the backwards big one, otherwise known as the BBO for short. In case I need to explain it, it's pretty self-explanatory. You go backwards, you cause a big one. That's pretty much it. I like to get up to speed and basically wait a lap for the field to come around and get up to speed and get them as they're coming onto the front stretch. I've seemed to find it has the best results. Usually kind of stop and slow down right here. Going down pit road to get a good angle. Let them get up to speed and try to time it to where you'll be getting them coming out of turn 4. So that's usually when they kind of bottle up and... Oh yeah. Oh, we got the winner flipping. We got Chase Elliott upside down. Oh! Got Ty Dillon flipping too. I think someone T-boned him late into the grass.
You blew the pace cars in turn 2.
Not gonna lie, even though I hit them solid and hit them clean and got the front of the pack, I was gonna be a little disappointed with that one up until we got Chase and the other to flip at the very end. Then it was worth it. Yeah, we got Christopher Bell and Byron just immediately. That just bottled up the field. Looks like the only cars that got through like squeaky clean was Bowman, Larson, and then maybe Busher, Jones, and Cindric. And everyone else is pretty much going to pile on in from there for the most part. We have Chase Elliott flipping. There's Yeah, here's Tyrell. And I think someone ducks down to the infield to avoid the carnage and ends up just T-boning him. So, it was certainly a fun return. Thank you, everyone that helped partake in this. Yep, here comes Barry, just to T-bone Dylan and send him flipping. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to this one. Knock on wood, we should be back. Should be back next week. I want to do another one of these soon. It certainly won't be nearly as long as the last one. Now that I'm settled into my new place, I was worried about my internet. I've been having internet issues recently, but knock on wood, we went like 2.5 hours without it cutting out. So I want to do another Can I Recreate next week. We'll figure out what we want to do. As of now, I'm thinking it's probably either going to be the Corey LaJoy, Michigan, or Josh Berry flip from last year, since we are yet to do either one of those. That being said, thanks to everyone that tuned in. I don't think there's any supers to shout out. Nope, I don't think so. So I think we can just go ahead and this would be the part where I hit my little soundboard button, be all professional. But since that ain't working right now, I gotta go into my folder and just manually pull up the outro music. So thank you again for everyone tuning in. We will catch you next time, hopefully next week for the next one. Thanks for your support, and I will see you next time. Bye.